Hello everyone. This video we are going to discuss about IMO greenhouse gas strategy. In 2018, IMO adopted an initial strategy on the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions from ships, which is called Initial IMO Greenhouse Gas Strategy 2018. And in July 2023, IMO revised the strategy, which is called Revised IMO Greenhouse Gas Strategy 2023. And this video we are going to discuss on their vision and levels of ambition. Vision. Initial. Phase out greenhouse gas emissions as soon as possible at the end of this century. Revised. Phase out greenhouse gas emissions as soon as possible. So the difference is phase out at the end of this century, and revised is phase out as soon as possible. Now, levels of ambition. Total annual greenhouse gas emissions compared to 2008. For initial strategy, at least 50% reduction by 2050. And for revised strategy, at least 20%. Striving for 30% reduction by 2030. It means we have to reduce at least 20%, but we will fight to reduce 30% by 2030. Again, it says at least 70%, striving for 80% reduction by 2040. Reach net zero emissions by or around 2050. Another level of ambition, carbon dioxide emissions per transport work compared to 2008. For initial strategy, at least 40% reduction by 2030 and at least 70% reduction by 2050. For revised strategy, at least 40% reduction by 2030. So from here we can say for both the strategy, carbon dioxide emissions at least 40% reduction by 2030. But for revised strategy, there is no level of ambition by 2050. Another level of ambition, uptake of zero or near zero greenhouse gas emissions technologies, fuels and energy sources. For initial strategy there is nothing, and for revised strategy it says at least 5%, striving for 10% by 2030. So that's all for today. Thank you for being with us.